A Scottish humorist named Adam McNaughton recorded a novelty song that he wrote, and it condensed Shakespeare's Hamlet into about 3 or 4 marginally musical minutes. It was a huge hit on the British pop charts on the BBC. It topped the charts for a very long time. I'm going to share with you my rendition of Adam McNaughton's Scottish musical version of Hamlet.
Okay.
There was this king sleeping in his garden all alone, and his brother in his ear dropped a wee bit of his bane, and he stole his brother's crown and his money and his widow. But the dead king walked and got his son and said, "Now listen, kiddo, I've been killed and it's your duty to take revenge on Claudius. Kill him quick and clean and tell the nation what a fraud he is." The boy said, "Right, I'll do it, but I got to play it crafty so that no one will suspect me. I'll kid on that I'm a dafty." And with all except Horatio, and he trusts him as a friend, Hamlet, that's the boy, he kids on, he's round the bend, and because he's not yet willing for obligatory killing, he tries to make the uncle think he's tuppence off the shilling. Took the mickey out Polonius, treated poor Ophelia vile, told Rosencrantz and Guildenstern that Denmark was a gile. Then a travelling troupe of actors, much like Janet Hoyer's score, arrived to do a special one-night gig in Elsinore. Hamlet, Hamlet loved his mummy, Hamlet, Hamlet acting balmy, Hamlet, Hamlet hesitating, wonders if the ghost of fake, and that is why he's waiting. Then Hamlet wrote a scene for the players to enact, while Horatio and him would watch to see if Claudius cracked. The play was called The Mousetrap, not the one that's running new. And sure enough, the king walked up before the scene was through. So Hamlet's got the proof that Claudius gave his dad the dose. The only problem being now that Claudius knows he knows. So while Hamlet tells his ma that her new husband's not a fit man, Uncle Claude put out a contract with the English king as hitman. Then when Hamlet killed Polonius, the concealed corpus delicti was the king's excuse to send for an English hempen necktie. He sent Rosencrantz and Guildenstern to make sure he got there, but Hamlet jumped the bull and put the finger on that pair. Meanwhile, Laertes heard his dad had been stabbed through the arse. He came racing back to Elsinore to for Paris, and Ophelia, with her dad killed by the man she wished to marry, after saying it with flowers, she committed hara-kiri. Hamlet, Hamlet learned his lesson. Hamlet, Hamlet, there's no messin'. Hamlet, Hamlet, Yorick's crust, convinced him that men good or bad at last must turn to dust. Then Laertes lost his place and demanded retribution, but the king said, "Keep your head and I'll provide you a solution." And he arranged a sword fight with the interested parties, with a blunted sword for Hamlet and a sharp sword for Laertes. And to make things double sure that the ploy would turn out fine, he made up a poison sword tip and a poison tip of wine. The poison sword got Hamlet, but Laertes went and muffed it, 'cause he got stabbed himself and he confessed before he snubbed it. Then Hamlet's mommy drank the wine, and as her face turned blue, Hamlet said, "I do believe the king's a baddie through and through. Incestuous, treacherous, damned it Dane," he said to be precise, and made up for hesitating by killing Claudius twice. 'Cause he stabbed him with the sword and pressed the wine between his lips. He said the rest is silence, and he cashed in all his chips. They fired a volley o'er him that shook the topmost rafters, and Fortin Ross, knee-deep in Danes, lived happily ever after. Hamlet, Hamlet, very gory. Hamlet, Hamlet, end of story. Hamlet, Hamlet, I'm away. If you think the song is boring, you should read the bloody play.